There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida's offense will get the football first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
To the air, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's Sturdivant.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 4th down, going to the air. Quick strike complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Missouri's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, and he got drilled as he
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got a man, it's Sturdivant. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Missouri! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets it out quickly.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Snap it to the back. Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
High the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground, and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's he's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Got a man. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's a reverse. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, a double pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they swarm him under. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Sturdivant. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Now adjusting. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the... over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The noise He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it. It's Hardy. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost the fire on second down. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about... Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the move, it's Daniels. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. On the run, still looking. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the right. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. A run for the quarterback. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Past the 50. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, and you got to...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air, it's Lagway. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Gator fans love to see their teams line up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Lagway. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Gator! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but Let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They are up by just one over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were good.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because of course you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. We saw it on that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Hardy. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
That's caught. It's Manning. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. With the catch, it's Terry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback... On 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, Dave. It's just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
Looking left. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them.